I'm going to be honest. I think Sol Duc Falls is a serious contender to being the best waterfall in the Olympic National Park. That being said, let's get into it. Alright, so how do you get to this waterfall? Well, off of Highway 101, just west of Lake Crescent, you want to take the Sol Duc Hot Springs Road. It goes about 14 miles to the road end to where the trailhead is. So what are the trail stats? Well, the trail is only 1.8 miles round trip with a total elevation gain of 262 feet. So it's a relatively easy stroll. But keep in mind, the trail is kind of up and down. It can get really rocky and rooty in some places, so keep that in mind if you're doing this. So the trail is located at the end of the parking lot. And the trail is pretty straightforward. To start this trail off, it starts off by going down the hill a little ways, and basically side hills just above the river, and then basically side hills going up and down. The trail never really gets close to the river till the very end, but it does go across a couple really nice small streams to add a little bit of excitement. But the forest here is really nice, it's scenic and very pretty. It makes the stroll go pretty quick. So after about 0.8 miles, you'll reach this shelter, and the trail starts to go down the hill, getting closer to the river until you reach a footbridge that goes over the river. This is where the falls are. The falls here are beautiful. One of the things that makes this waterfall so great is how unique it is. The falls kind of channel into 3 or 4 different channels as it plunges down into a narrow gorge. And in that narrow gorge, it's filled with ferns and moss, and you can really see the vibrant blue color of the water as it makes its way under the footbridge and out the other side. So if you cross the bridge, there's additional viewpoints right where the water goes over the cliff into the narrow gorge. And it provides another very unique, beautiful viewpoint. So what are the things I love about this trail? Well, the forest is nice, and the waterfalls are amazing. It's a pretty short hike to get to the waterfall, and it's gorgeous. But just keep in mind, the trailhead is 14 miles off the main highway, so you're looking at just under an hour to drive to the trailhead and back. So this detour is going to take a couple hours. So if you only have a certain amount of time, just keep that in mind if you're making this detour. But the waterfall is beautiful. It's well worth the visit. That's why I rate this waterfall all day, every day. But honestly, the one thing I think that the Olympic Mountains severely lacks are a really good collection of waterfalls, especially when you're comparing it to other areas of Washington State. Not really sure why that is, but this is still a really good waterfall and well worth a visit. But let me know what your favorite waterfall is in the Olympic National Park. Put it in the comments and let me know. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. See you in the next one.